Hey everyone, welcome to the brand new video series of Azure DevOps. In this video series, we are going to see 30 videos in 30 days. We have created this sales project from our last video, and this is our organization, and I'm navigating to the project. So this project we have created by Agile process, and if you want to navigate to the organization, just simply click on this logo and it will navigate and it will show the list of projects which is available in the particular organization. Now I'm going to show how we can create work items such as epic and feature in this video. Before we get started, hope you remember the hierarchy of agile process. Epic should be at the top, followed by feature and then user story and then task. In this video as well, we are going to create all four items in a hierarchy way. So first let's create an epic. You need not to create everything in a hierarchy order. You can just create feature and you can add it to epic. You can create task first, you can add to user story, that is also fine. But anyway, let me go with first creating a epic. So ignore this user story, this we have created from our last video. So simply click on plus icon from here, and here you will find epic. Just select this. Okay, so here if you see, this is the title. You need to provide the title. The character limit is 255. So let me provide a title to it. So for this demo, let's assume like we have a web application and it is specific to only particular region, and we are planning to expand it across the globe. So that is the goal, and I'm going to set that as epic. Okay, I have provided it. And next is assignee. If you have teammates over here, you can assign it to them. And tag is there, you can add tag if you want. So let's say for example this epic is specific to our web app, so I'm adding a tag called as web app. You can create as many tag as you want. And here state, since we haven't saved it, the state only available here is new. Let me save it first. And now if you click on the drop down, you will get to see active, resolve, closed and remove. So what are these states? So whenever you are creating a work item, the initial status will be new. Let's say for example, if you started working on it, you can just put it as active, and once the code got completed and unit test passed, you can just move it to resolve. Once acceptance tests also passed, you can close it. You can change state of any order. Let's say for example you have closed it but still you found some issue, so you need to work on it. Just move from closed to active. This state will help you to identify what is the current state of the particular issue or epic. And next, if you see here, area and iteration is there. This we will cover it as a separate video. Now let me add a description to our epic. So here you can add bold, italic, underline, whatever you want. And if you want to add some bulleted list, you can do so. Hope you are familiar with this one as well: bulleted list, numbering list, highlight, and then emoji as well. Let me add a bullet list. So now let me save this, and here if you come down, you have a place for adding up a discussion. Let's say for example, hey, and if you want to mention your person, just put at, and the teammate's name will be coming up over here. You can just type it, and you can simply just save it so that discussion will be posted. And here if you see, the comment section are getting added up below, and in case if you want to edit one, so you can simply edit it and click on update. And apart from this, if you click on the three dot, you will get to see a lot of options like strike through, and then if you want to include some code part, you can do so. You can mention someone, and here you can mention PR, and you can insert picture. And let me cancel this. And now just scroll up a bit, and here you will find planning panel. Here you have an option to set the priority. If you click on this drop down, you will have priority from 1 to 4. So what is the priority? So these are the explanation for 4 priority. Priority 1 means highest priority, which means the epic or issue it needs to be addressed as soon as possible. Without implementing it, you shouldn't push your changes to production. And next is priority 2, which means medium priority. It is same as highest priority. Only thing is that it needs to be addressed immediately. But before pushing the code to prod, make sure this issue or epic is addressed. Next is priority 3, which is a low priority. You can work on this task only if you have time to do it. In case if you cannot do, it's absolutely fine. You can push your code to production. Next is priority 4, which is the lowest priority, which means this issue doesn't affect anything on the usage. It could be a very minor issue, so you can track that with priority 4. Before we move on, I like to highlight that it takes a lot of effort to make this video, from preparing contents till editing. So I request you to subscribe as well as hit the bell icon so that you will get notified when I'm updating new videos. Super thanks is now enabled on our channel. I would really appreciate if you could contribute. For our scenario, I'm considering this as the highest priority, which is 1, and risk. So for risk as well, you have 3 different category. So what are these? Risk actually represent the uncertainty around this particular epic. So there is no risk as of now because uh, application is working fine, but we are giving the highest priority to do it, but there is no risk associated with it, right? So I'm just keeping it as medium. There is no risk associated with it. And effort. So for this, you can define what is the effort it would be required to complete this epic. It's up to you. You can decide how you want to define this value. Let's say for example, you can assign a value from 1 to 10. 1 means it carries very less effort, whereas 10 means it carries highest effort. Or you can define in days as well. Let's say for example 7 days, you can just simply keep it as 7, or 7 hours. So it's up to you how you want to organize. So it's up to you. So for this, I'm going to assign the maximum effort. It's up to you. So for this epic, I'm going to assign effort as 9, and business value and time criticality. So what is business value? For business value and then time criticality, I'm using Fibonacci series to assign a value to it. You can use any unit of measure, 0 to 100, 0 to 10, it's up to you. I'm using Fibonacci series from 1 to 21, and this is what I define. Business value with 1 means it has no business value at all, and if it is 21, it has the highest business impact. I am providing 13 as business value. Next is time criticality. And here as well, I am providing Fibonacci series from 1 to 21. 1 means it is not a critical at all, and 21 means it has the highest. For our epic, I am deciding that it is okay to take 3 sprints, so I am providing value as 5. Next is start date and end date. So start date I am providing from 19th of May, and end date could be somewhere around June 30. Next is classification. So you have two options to select, architectural and then business. Whether this changes has a value at the architectural level or at the business level. Actually, this is going to impact our business a lot, so I'm just leaving it as business now. And if you see at this section, you have details, and here if you scroll down, you have link. Let's say for example, if you associate this changes with any pull request or something like that, it will show up here. Similarly for pipeline as well. And if you have any other work items associated with it, it will show up here. We will see this later. And then if you go to history, you will see the entire history, like I have created this epic and I have provided the description with the timestamp. So you will have a complete log over here. And here you can add links. And next is attachment. Let's say for example, you have a Word document which has information about this epic, then you can just attach it. So it's up to you. And coming back to details, and you can save it, and here you have an option to follow. just click on this notification setting. If you see here, you have option to get notification via email, like receive all notifications from this work item. So whenever a comment is added, even though no one mentioned you, you will be still receiving notification about this work item, state got closed or whatever it is. And you can define a custom one whenever a state got changed, or if it is assigned to another person, or if iteration got changed. So you can do so. If you just select not subscribe, you will get an email notification if someone mentions your name, like at hey, could you please look into it. So likewise, you will get an email notification in case if someone mentions you. So what else? So now if you click on back to work item, it will navigate to this work item. We have created the work item from here, but there are other ways as well you can create the work item. So which is boards and backlog. We will cover them in detail in a separate video, but anyway, let's have a look how we can create a epic from there. Just go to boards and click on the drop down. If you see here, you couldn't see epic, you could see features and stories. Epic is not at all here. Similarly in backlog as well, you couldn't see epic. So if you want to enable it, just go to project setting. Just remember, I am in my project. Under that project setting, go to team configuration. Simply just enable this. If you see here, backlog, so what you want to see at the backlog level. So I have enabled epic. Now let's go back to boards, and if you see epic, here it is there. So here if you see, already epic got created. If you want to create one epic, you can just simply click and you can provide some detail. So and click on add to top. So this will get added. I will delete this anyway, and if you just click on it, it will show a pop-up where you need to fill all these details. Let me delete this. Other way is backlog, and here as well, just switch to epic. Here click on new work item and create one. So that's it. Let me delete it. Now we will proceed to create feature under this epic. Here click on new work item and create a feature. We have planned to make the application available globally, right? So in that case, I need to have an integration with multiple login, right? Let's say for example, Apple ID login or Facebook login, Google account login. So likewise I need, right? So I'm going to add social media integration. So with this social media login integration, the application will be available globally. Let's say for example, if Facebook login is not available in one specific country, they can go with Google account login. So that is why we are creating this feature, and let me assign this to myself. And here description, discussion, so everything remains same. Let me add a tag, sure, and let me save it. So far we haven't associated our feature with the epic. We will see that later. I'm going to create one more feature to make the application available globally. As of now, application is hosted from on-premise and it is available only in a certain region. To make it available globally, I'm going with cloud migration. So let me create a feature for cloud migration. Let me save this. Now let's switch back to work item. Now let's concentrate about this particular feature. Social media integration is a feature. We may need to further break this up to user stories and tasks, which we will see it in an elaborate way in my next video. As of now, hit the bell icon and wait for my next video. Follow me on LinkedIn to stay connected, and I will be providing the URL for WhatsApp and Telegram link in the video description. Please do join. Thank you. Bye bye.